In Guinea-Bissau, over 2/3 of the population is living under the poverty line. That is around 70% compared to the USA, where 11.6% of the population is living under the poverty line. There are many issues in Guinea-Bissau, but one of the most pressing issues is extreme poverty, leading to a failing healthcare system, poor education, and a lack of safe places to live. My name is Amara Silva, and I am a 13-year-old girl living in Guinea-Bissau. I live with my mom and my younger sister, Davy. We live in a small town called Ponta Gardete, which is just outside of the capital, Bissau. Davy and I attend the small local school here, and we will go here until we are 14. It is about a 1-mile walk from our house, and most schools here are very religious. My brother Aaliyah was 13 when he was sent to a Quranic school in Senegal, just like many other boys in my country. My mother sells her homemade rappas, which are skirts and dresses, for work. She makes little to no money, but we will take what we can get, and finding jobs as a woman in my country is very difficult. Mornings when we don't have school, my sister and I will get up early and walk to our local well to get water. We bring buckets and will haul them up with us. Later, we will normally play soccer or jump rope with our friends in the community. And we spend as much time as we can with our grandparents. My grandfather works on a cashew nut farm, with my country being in the top 5 in the world for cashew nut producing. My mother makes sure that we are as educated as we can be on the history of my country. For most of history, Guinea-Bissau was under control of the Mali Empire and Kabu Kingdom. Portugal arrived in my country and they slowly took over. Eventually, we became a colony of Portugal and we were a big part of the slave trade. In 1974, my country gained independence. My family and I walk to my grandparents' house almost every weekend. My grandparents live in a hut a little bigger than ours. Most houses here are made of mud with a straw as roof and are painted in pastel colors. In Ponta Gardete, we live with many other huts around us, and we have developed good relationships with our neighbors. We also live close to the coast, so my friends and I will often take walks on the beach. A few years ago, my family and I traveled to Orongo Island. Orongo is a big part of the Bisagos Islands, which is a group of islands off the coast of Guinea-Bissau. The beach there was very pretty and there were many hippos. Since Guinea-Bissau is in the top 5 for cashew nut producing, it is how most people make a living, and you will find many farms here. Rappas are very popular here, mainly around middle-aged women. My mom makes beautiful colored ones with shapes and patterns on them, and our community supports her as much as they can. On the streets, groups of people get together and dance. They are mainly traditional dances called warrior dances. A very popular kind of music is Cape Verdean music called funana. It usually has an accordion with female vocals in the background. We mainly eat rice with fish or chicken along with some fruits for dinner. Even though I love my country, we have many problems that need to be addressed, the main one being extreme poverty. Kids here usually won't go to school after they turn 14, part of that being the fact that people won't work at schools. And sometimes at my school, we won't have school for months at a time because our teachers go on strikes so often. My brother was sent to a Quranic school in Senegal. We haven't heard much from him, but from what I've heard about Quranic schools, I can guess that it has been very hard for him. Usually these boys that are sent to Quranic schools in Senegal or the Gambia are deprived and often forced into street begging or forced into agricultural work by Muslim religious teachers. Our infant mortality rate is 49.5 out of 1,000, which is almost 5 out of 100. Girls are put into marriages at young ages, and they often get pregnant young. Sometimes the pregnancy is a result of assault. Since we don't have a strong healthcare system, these girls don't have the resources they need to have a healthy pregnancy. Guinea-Bissau heavily depends on aid from other countries. Many girls will have unsafe births, which sometimes leads to their death. It is not safe for the babies either, and since the birth is normally not performed professionally, that can seriously harm the baby. Since the mothers don't have the resources they need, the babies will end up malnourished, and it is never promised that they will live for very long. Our climate here is rough. We have very intense tropical weather from June to November, and then we will have a dry season from December to May. We are struggling with deforestation along with major soil erosion. People here are overfishing, which is not good because fish is one of our main food sources. I think it will be difficult to find a solution to our issues, But I think if we had a better education system and ensured our healthcare, we would benefit greatly. If we have intelligent kids who will be ambitious to make a change, I think that will help us. In Guinea-Bissau, people are living in extreme conditions, and many people's lives are at risk. We have a long way to go to help make this country a better place, and I hope to be part of this solution.